Hello, hello, baby stays. This is the introduction about Stray Kids and what you can learn from them and everything. This is so right now I have their album, which is called Fifth Star Rock Star. So Fifth Star Rock Star, and I will tell you all about them in this video. I hope you like it. All right, enjoy. Bang Chan Bang Chan was born in October 3rd, 1997 in Seoul, South Korea. He is the oldest of the fourth generation leaders of JYPE. He is a Libra. He is a Libra and he is also one of the amazing music geniuses that we have in the K-pop history. The best part about him is the personality and style and look. His creativity, his charisma, his social butterfly, and so many great things about him has surfaced. When I started joining Stray Kids, I didn't know what they were about, but I watched and listened. After graduating from college, when I listened to the Stray Kids for the first time in a long and first time, I was like, wow, this group is awesome. So yeah, Bang Chan is the first idol that I've looked into ever since. And since then, I've always been a Bang Chan fan because I love how he looks. I love his smile and look how handsome he is. See, he's totally handsome. So I'm going to say a few nice things about him. He's charismatic, optimistic, he's cheerful, he's very joyful, and he's also a sweet guy that you can always look up to. And that's why everyone adores this guy. So, more about him is that Bang Chan is left handed like I am. He also has a caring spirit and taking care of his members like he does when he's at, just like he does when he goes home to see his family. He takes care of everybody. Bang Chan is not just the fourth generation leader, but he's also a big brother to his siblings at home. He's the older brother of Hannah and Lucas Byung. If you never heard of Hannah Byung, you might want to listen to her music because her music is very cool and very stylish. To all the baby stays that have never heard of her, you should check out her channel. It's on YouTube. It's called Hannah Byung. She has her own company, the Byung Productions. So like and subscribe to her if you have the chance. But anyway, let's just keep going. Bang Chan is the first K-pop idol who had not only could exceeded past 22 by 200. Excuse me for my excuse me for what I'm saying. But 200 over 200 music compositions for the pop songs today. And this is a guy that cares. Even if you do go to their concerts and so, if you see him and if you see his expressional faces, that if you see that you're in danger and everything, he sees what's going on. Like he sees his old kids. He sees all stays like that too. Wants you to take care of yourself, wants you to not push yourself too hard and all that and many more. Now, time for the fun part, the Scoozy reasoning. Now, the Schizo reasoning for why Chan chose Wolf Chan. Now, Wolf Chan is a wolf, if you guys have never seen one. Wolves are very powerful, they're very dominant, and they're the biggest predators of the animal kingdom. And it's like a leader of the pack. He's the leader of the pack because he wants to protect all of those who are in danger and protecting them. So there you go on that. So there's that answer and reasoning. Let me just give you guys a little fun. Now let me just give you also something that's very exciting too. On June 2023, Bang Chan had embarked on his first ever solo trip to go to Rome to support Fendi. Now Fendi. What is that? Fendi is an Italian luxurious brand that's in Rome. Specifically, Bang Chan's style for Prada to Celine to different ones, and even Chrome Hearts. It's it's very different from what you absolutely see. And even Givenchy. Sadly, Givenchy didn't choose Bang Chan. What Bang Chan did had changed everything. After after Bang Chan's trendy styles with Givenchy was over, he decided to do something different. He bought a very expensive Fendi shirt, which I will explain about that. It's black and white. It's very stylish, and it fits him because he likes black and white. And not just that, but he likes to pose and look good and looks good at what anything he wears. When Fendi saw this, he asked they asked Bang Chan to come to all the way to Milan to support them. And that's what started Bang Chan's journey to doing the Fendi era. When he was going to Fendi on that day, he was wearing a blue Fendi shirt with shoes, necklaces, earrings, etc. And his hair is changed up, just being flat and all that, that's what he usually has. And after that, he went to that airport. He showed off his Fendi concept and everything, and he went. And if you have never heard of Fendi, they have a channel as well, so you might want to take a look at that as well. But anyway, during that event, during that event, Bang Chan was wearing tank top. He was wearing black jacket, black shoes and pants, has the accessories and many more. And that what got him started to being part of Fendi. Since then, Fendi's been taking good care of our boy Channy. He's not only happy, but he's also charismatic about what he wears, and he's a cheerful guy. To be very clear with you, he's very cheerful and he's very calm and chill, laid back guy, if you will. And did I mention he's athletic too? Isn't that great? He's a very athletic guy. He does get his grades and everything when it comes to school. And he used to be in a used to do some swimming back when he was a kid, which I am glad I learned about that. Uh, what else? What else do I want to say about this is that Bang Chan has since then adored Fendi. A few, and then it was a long wait, and after a few years of waiting around to see if Bang Chan was going to be part of this fashion era or not, after many long waits, Bang Chan became the first ever Fendi ambassador of 2024. It was announced by Fendi on that February of 2025 or 2024 of this year. Either one of those. I'll let you know. But yeah, He is one of the he and also he's been slaying it on the fashion world. And since then, Finny and Bang Chan are a match made in heaven because they suit their personality styles very well. And you know, Bang Chan's very humble with whatever fashion he has. If you have not seen Bang Chan vlog, go on Stray Kids and take a look at that. And subscribe to them as well because hey, they're wonderful guys. Um I want to also tell you this is that Bang Chan also has a dog named Barry. He included her in not just boxing, but also in eternity. And yes, Barry is a small dog. She is a King Charles Cocker Spaniel. You might want to look and see what they look like. But yeah, they look like Spaniels, but they're not ordinary Cocker Spaniels. It's a King Charles Cocker Spaniel. Other than that, though, if you want more information about him or, well, what do you think about him? I will be mentioning it at the end. So yeah, up to the next one. This is Lino. Lino is aka the Cat Butler, Sungi, Dungi, and Sori. I think Soni Dori. Okay, I finally got it. Sungi Dori, and Dungi. I think I'll have to research that later, but yeah. He owns 3 cats. He's an only child. Lino is born on October 25th, 1998. On that 1998 is also Moonbin. May he rest in peace, though. Everybody misses him. Mostly the members of Stray Kids will also miss him too. Anyway, this is what I'm gonna say. Lino was the first ever K-pop idol who has been in the National Geographics. He also has been a backup dancer for BTS for a while. And if you guys haven't known that, he's also a Libra, just like Bang Chan. I think I should have mentioned that. But yeah, he's also that. What else do I want to say? Lino is the leader, and I will mention this all at the end of the video. So don't worry, baby stays. I won't forget that. Lino's character of this is that he's very smart. He's very menacing looking, but he's very cool. Trust me, he's very cool. Okay, so let me just get back to this. Lino is the leader of Dance Raja because he knows he is very talented and his dance moves are extremely powerful. And even with every new comeback, and I mean every new comeback, it's hard to say that this guy has no time for breaks. Now, Liebin. That's Lino's Skizu name. Liebin. Liebin has that pointy teeth. And what also surprised me more is that Lino has that menacing look that says, hey, don't mess with me. I know who I am. I am a menace guy who likes to look at you like, do we have a problem? He's very savage to be on the safe side. So yeah, he's a savage boy. He's a savage man. But yeah, he's very handsome. So a little bit about him as well. Now Lino loves to look his best no matter what. He wears every fashionable thing known to man. Now Lino went to Gucci's event last year. And as you could tell, when Lino did went to that Gucci one, when he went to Gucci, He went to not only did he went there, but he was also, I guess to be fair, he was also participating. I don't know all the details. I'll say it's TBA if he's gonna be the next ambassador of um I guess Givenchy, not Givenchy, but Gucci. I have not heard news from that. And let me tell you something about this. Lito has since then had no solo activities, which I hope and pray he does get more. But yeah, Lino is also the main vocalist. He's not the main vocalist, but he's a vocalist as well as a rapper because everybody has a talent somewhere. Just like Bang Chan, he cares about the stage as well. He is very kind and generous when you get to know him. Some people call him mean and rude, but I call him a sweetheart, a softie, and a smooth boy. He's very sly and he's very funny. Don't let the personating scary look get the scare best of you, because this guy doesn't joke around. He doesn't. And when he's not like this, he always smiles and takes his personality smiles to a whole new next level. So yeah. All right, here we go. Changbin. Now Changbin is very different. He is the second rapper. He's a rapper, and he's like the first rapper here. He's also in he's also part of this one group called Three Raja, which I will mention label the Rajas later. But he's one of the greatest rappers. His fast rapping skills are no joke. I've heard it many times before. He rapped from the beginning or part of the music, but you can look at him just like that. Changbin is not he's not dark. Most people call him dark, but he's not. He's like a baby. He's doing his baby girl thing. He loves to dance. He loves to dance. It's a secret girl group dance kind of thing with a mix to Idol and many other girl groups that he likes listening to. Even ITZY. And not just them. ATEEZ, 17. He's also a social butterfly when it comes to dancing, and even TXT, which really surprises me. He was in different variety shows, which I will especially mention this later at the end. But yeah, Changbin is born on October, but August. He was born on August 26th or something. I have to look on his birthday thing, but he was born on August 1999, and I'm pretty sure it's either at the 15th or the 20th. But yeah, I'll let you guys know when his birthday is. But yeah, he was born in South Korea as well. I can't tell you the details. So yeah, Lino was born in South Korea. South Korea. Sorry, my nose is a little stuffed up. I apologize for that. And Changbin is South Korean. So Lino is already mentioned. Now I'm mentioning about Changbin. So Changbin, what do you know? What I know about Changbin is that he likes to always keep his physique exercising at bay. He may not be tall like the others, but he is super brotherly when you get to know him. He cares about his members. He always says, hey, don't hurt yourself, or hey, are you okay? He always makes sure he checks up on Hyung, which means Chan. He takes a look. He wants to see how he's doing, and keep an eye on him, because that's what he is. He's also part of the Hyung line because, along with the others, he is very, very protective, and he wants to make sure that everybody doesn't just go into something dangerous. Think of him as a think of him as a danger, like not dangerous, but a very, very overprotective brother that you want. He has a sister, of course. I for, he has a big sister at home, and he is the best of the best rappers when it comes down to it. And as you can see, his personality is truly amazing. I will mention the Zodiacs later on the next video. Look for part two if you like. I will be doing a part two later. But yeah, Changbin's Scoozy is Dwaki. So this one's very different. So Dwaki has a blush on his face and everything. I could get that. But what makes the name so different? Not the name different, but what makes the Scoozy different is that he's breeding with a pig and a rabbit. Now that's something different. And that Dwaki is like meaning that he's a half rabbit and he's a half pig because of the name of Changbin. Now, that might not be true or whatever you want to believe, but it is. The other thing I want to mention is that his expression of a Dwaki is beautiful. If you have not seen a Skizu, I would recommend you buying one. I'm pretty much going to buy one from Amazon. I don't know if there is. I want to go to Seattle I want to go to Seattle someday soon to go and see what kind of merch that they have for Stray Kids so I can buy one and not feel bad about it. But yeah, I would love to see what you guys think about this. But Changbin is not just only that, but Changbin is one of the best songwriters too. Now, it's good to have help when needed to, because if there was no help, Changbin would not have done a lot. He's been composing a lot of composing the stuff for the music, and even making his own songs. I think that the one thing that he has done was making good songs for different members. Streetlight, he made that one. And then you have different ones that will instantly make you cry. So I will be mentioning this in part two on what songs they've made so far. Unfortunately though, Changbin does not have a pet at the time. So I'm afraid I can't tell you more on that. But he does have a sibling. And he does have this knot going. As for the fashion world, I have not heard, but if you haven't noticed, but Changbin is the ambassador for Samsung. He gave Changbin a necklace. I guess someone gave Bang Chan a necklace during his birthday live stream, which was Chanio. This is also, I want to say this too, was that I haven't mentioned it now that I think about it. Changbin is the my favorite K-pop idol wrecker. Why is that? It's because of his moves. His strong, strengthening moves makes him the wrecker of the group, because his strength and his dancing skills are so strong and everything. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then with Bang Chan being my favorite K-pop idol, the reason why I chose him was because he's super absolutely perfect. And people don't think he's good. I'm sorry to say this, but he's awesome. I don't know where you guys are getting that from, but he's awesome compared to a lot of weird stuff that's been said. I don't mind having Changbin as my wrecker. I don't mind, cause look at him, his stunning poses and everything, and even his laugh makes me like, oh my gosh, I can't. So yeah, basically that is really what I think about him. He's awesome. He's truly amazing. And let's not forget, He is part of the 1999 liners. Now, I hope that the 1999 liners do something in the near future. I'm hoping they do, but I haven't heard anything yet. So, now we get on to this guy, Hyunjin. Hyunjin is one of the leaders for Pablo Racha, which again, I will mention the Racha thing on part 2 later, but yeah, Hyunjin, born on March 20th, 2000. Now, this is the first uh, K-pop idol that is born in the 2000s. Um, and along with that, being part with the Hyungs. Now, Hyunjin was scouted out by JYP staff members, and he's known as the dancing king, dancing boy, if you will, because he loves his dancing. He dances to different songs, different idols. He's also Hwang Hwang Hyunjin, right? And that part is very true. What else I want to say this? Now, he has a stunning looking personality looks. And what I could say is that he's an only child as well, just like Lino. His duality is very fierce. Look at him. Now, what I could say about him is that he is very savage. Not savage, but he's very sassy. He gets dramatic here and there, but you come to love his beautiful personality, his beautiful charisma, and so much more. He's very shy too, and artistic. He's very artistic. If you haven't seen his artwork, you might want to look at that too. He is very artistic to me because every time you see him draw or draw something, whatever it is, he loves to write his own hone in or write in music or drawings. He's good at everything on that. Now, Hyunjin is the first ever to actually be was actually the first person to go to South Korea to the I'm guessing Milan or somewhere, because Hyunjin, like in 2023, Hyunjin went to his first fashion show for Versace. If you never heard of Versace, Versace is also an expensive, luxurious brand in Italy as well. Not just Fendi, but Versace, where he met a couple of celebrities, and then he met Donatella. Donatella used to be a part of the creative chiefs staff members. Sadly, though, she retired, and she also hasn't been the creative staff member over a while after she retired. We'll hope to see her again because she became an ambassador, I guess, for Versace. Good for her. So, anyways, it was Hyunjin's first ever time to be part of the fashion world with Versace. And if you see him wearing a lot of Versace clothing and outfits and all, that's because he's part of it. Soon after that, Hyunjin became now known as the ever first Versace ambassador for, I think, for a while now. He's been an ambassador for a while now, and he is truly amazing. And then, of course, I want to say this too, is he does not have an animal either. So there's like Changbin, and Hyunjin does not have an animal at home. Well, actually, he does. I'm sorry. Scratch that. He does have Kami. If you never have heard of Kami, Kami is this little cute little Pomeranian dog, black and white. His first dog had passed away, which was a very, very sad story that I don't want to bring you guys out on. But yeah, Changmin has no pet right now as of now. But Hyunjin does have a pet. So yeah, I'm gonna try to now. You guys can baby stays. Let me know if it correct me or stop me if I said something that was incorrect or whatever. He does have a pet, so I'm just clearing this out before I do anything else. So now you know about Hyunjin, his artistic way, his beauty, and one of the things that I like about him is that he's funny. He does not like eggplants. No matter how much you say, "Oh, I'm gonna just let's see if he likes eggplants." He doesn't like eggplants. To be fair with you, and he said in one of the interviews back when he was since he debuted, he said he didn't like them. He said they don't taste really good or anything or whatever. He doesn't want to try it. So, yeah, let's not worry about why he does or doesn't like it. The one person that he is roommates with right now, which we'll talk about roommate stuff after this video at the end. So bear with me. I'm gonna try to keep up as much as I can. Yeah, he's another child. He lives in South Korea as well. I can't. I really can't tell you where he lives or anything. That would compromise where his family and everyone else lives. But yeah, I can't compromise that. So I'm very sorry if you want to know what's going on with that. I will not compromise it any further than that. So yeah, let's get into the next one. So yeah, here it is. Now this is Han, Lino, Felix, and Ian. Now these boys are are taking a group photo because they have this strong bond with each other. Although they like to mess with each other, they like to do this and that, goof off, whatever, but their leaderships are very strong. Now there's Changbin, there's Hyunjin, there's Bangchan again, which honestly I like this. Sunglasses move. And then there is Sungmin. Now, these four are very much wonderful supporting boys. They would support each other through thick and thin. So yeah, this is why we have a Maknae and a Hyung line because they care and support for each other. Now we get a chance to meet the next person that we've never talked about. This is Han. Now, if you've never heard of his name before, his name is should be imaged in your mind right now. So Han was born on September 14th, 2000. And this is another 2000 boy because look at him. He's part of a Z generation group. But also, let's call him the Ace. The reason he's called the Ace is because he does everything, not just hip hop. He's not just rapping, but vocalist. He does everything for it. And he's also the lyrics guy for making a lot of songs. Now, remember the song called, if you guys have never heard of this, in NX called Run With Me? Han helped compose that for NXZ. And also, after that, he gave his juniors some snacks to supporting NXZ. So, what I haven't mentioned yet, but I will mention it now, is that Sriracha, aka Han, Changbin, and Bangchan, they were on a reality show to recruit the next fifth generation boy group, known as this. Well, it's known for its Survivor show. To find the next fifth generation, known as NXZ, that's the title name for it. They had separated in teams like Team A, Team B, and all that. Long story short, two other people didn't make it, but I guess the seven of them members made it. it was really sorrowful and hard to look at, but I wanted to cry because all seven of them, all two of them, the people that didn't get a chance to be debuted left. Don't know what happened to those two right now, and I'm hoping that they have a better life. But yeah, Han. What can I say about Han? Han is like an introvert. He's like half introvert and half extrovert. This guy is clearly like another baby girl, just like Changbin. And let's not forget that this one loves his music. Look at him. His lyrics is super amazing. He composes and helps others to rediscover the music, but also he could be goofy and silly whenever he needs to be. What's the great thing about him is that although Han has not been officially been in any fashion show stuff yet, I'm hoping he does. Fingers crossed. But he's been doing a lot of solo stuff. He's been doing some solo stuff. He's been doing a together photo with Dos and Gabacha fashion brand with Changbin. These two rappers back then for the days. Anyhow, Han looks really good. And more things about Han is that Han is the Sunshine twin. Why do I call him the Sunshine twin? Because it's not just Han, but it's also Felix, who's a Sunshine as well. Has that smile that brighten up the room and make you happy. It makes you want to smile a little bit more than ever. Han is also part of a subunit as well for Racha, which I will mention in the end. And the way I see it, he's not only he is a beautiful, handsome boy, but he's also sweet and also funny. He's a jokester at best too. What I also could say too was that he has a love of all of his friends and he tries his very best to try to please them as funny as he can. But yeah, Han is very, very sweet when you get to know him as well. All of the members are sweet, but mostly Han too. Han, Hans, Hans Skizu is known as Quokka. So I'm gonna go. Hold on, Pat. Hold on. We'll get to him in a minute. But I've also forgotten to mention that Janet is Hyunjin's weasel because the way he looks. Okay, the way he looks and the way he smiles and how he does sometimes act like a ferret, but sometimes he acts like he knows what he's doing. So that's why we have that. All right, now back to Han. Han is very much of a quokka because that's the most happiest animal around. Now you can find a quokka anywhere, but you won't find a quokka. Some have did the squirrel emoji, which that's the only thing you could do. So quokkas are very bright and bubbly. The reason why everyone's calling why he chose the quokka is because when he's eating, he has his cheeks like puck up a little bit, which is kind of hilarious, but it's also cute. And also, it's also because of that. That's what mainly makes him cute, and his personality as well. That makes him be quokka. He's such a sweet boy. He's so sweet and caring. He loves everybody. And he's also the matinee of the liner group as well. So now we move on to that. And of course, he also has a Bamba. Bamba is a French Borschi dog. And although he said this in his videos, one of his fan meet lives, that he wants to walk his dog, his baby, his angel to the road and everything so that way he can be bonding with them. Yeah, I would love to see that too, Han. Next up is another sunshine, which, again, look at that. That is so pretty, isn't it? This is Felix. Felix is born on September 15th, 2000. Now, this is another sunshine because I forgot to mention this too, but I'll mention it later. Felix is the Aussie boy. The reason why I'm calling him Aussie boy because he's probably born in Australia. I'm not sure, but he lives in Australia with Chan. Lives somewhere else in Australia. And look at him. Now this is what you call a deep voice. The reason why he's a deep voice kind of a guy is because his vocals are very he may have a soft voice and everything, but his voice is strong like a dragon when he's deep voiced mode. Felix has dyed his hair more than a couple of times from iconic blue, silver, and now blonde, which he dyed his hair blonde again. There is a fun fact about him is that he is known as a sunshine boy because he likes to make everyone smile. He loves to make everyone smile. He wants everyone to have a good time. And just like that, we have the Sunshine Twins because they smile on many occasions. Now Felix is also a TikToker, that's his second job. What he does is that he has fun on TikTok and do dance challenges and do something different. Felix was not just Hyunjin, but Felix became the ambassador of Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton is a French luxury brand that we've never heard of, but until now. So yeah, here we go. So this is a fun fact. Facing that truth, but Felix also had shared on his Instagram that he gave some stacks to NXZ, which was very kind of him. But he also became an ambassador for Louis Vuitton. Like in 2023, Felix went to an event. He said hi to everybody, to Stays and everybody. So, with Felix, though, he's very fashionable. He has fashion stereotypes broken. He wears a skirt. He wears this. He wears that. The reason for that is he doesn't care about the standards of what fashion looks like. He's breaking those stereotypes to show everybody that everyone can wear whatever they want. And a few days later, and then a few years after that, he became one of the first known. He became the second best known to be the ambassador for Louis Vuitton. And not only that, also Lisa from Blackpink is also part of the Louis Vuitton family. And what makes it more surprisingly great is how this boy had become one of the greatest dynamic, fashionable person around, and also donatable person to help with not just that, but help with Lalo's during his vacation last year for the children to be part of the UFC ambassador for it. Felix is the youngest. So Jessica and Olivia are his older and middle sisters. They're siblings. And he's the only boy in the family. Can you imagine that? I have two brothers. And I'm a only girl in the family. It's kind of odd, but it's true. The thing about this one is that Felix has not only had this and that, but he also joined Dance Raja, which again I will mention all the Rajas later. But it's amazing what you have with this guy because he's truly a stunner. He changes he changes the magic of fashion show for everybody. That you, whether you're a boy or a girl, no matter what you are, everyone gets a chance to change your change the stereotypes and change how people see about you. So yeah, I'm hoping that. And then of course I heard that he was planning to go join the Japanese fashion brand as well very soon, but I'm not sure when. That's a soon. So yeah. Now this one. Now we will talk about him in a minute. So hold on, Sungmin. All right. So Baboki. Baboki sounds very much like Youngbok, but Boki is it's a I don't ever notice, but Boki is the sunshine thing, happy chick. That's what he chose because he's a sunshine. Because Felix is the sunshine to the world. This is how we perceive him now as Boki, the yellow chick, sunshine and beautiful. All right. So he's very sociable. He's very kind, sweet, gentle, and a loving guy. Next up, we have Sungmin. Sungmin was also born on September 20th, 2000 as well. Now, be as it may, Sungmin is very sweet. He's a menace too, just like Lino, but he's also a sweet boy. And you can tell from his expression that he doesn't have any emotions, but you know he has emotions. He acts like a shy puppy. That's my favorite thing about him. He's a shy puppy. He doesn't. He does smile, but he sometimes just is high. He likes to smile, but likes to cover it, which I hope he doesn't cover it so long. So, if you guys haven't heard, but recently, Burberry had recently asked Sungmin to come to this event, like last week ago or something, last month or last week, I don't know when, but yeah, I'm hoping that Sungmin does get not just that brand, but also Uggs because he loves Uggs. The dude loves his Uggs. So I could say whatever personality I could say about him. He's very, very chilled. He's like a rebellious puppy. He's very, he's very, he's very savage, but he's not too savage. He's a menace. He's funny. He's gentle, and he's in his way of saying, he's very happy. He's very happy. I can tell you that much. So this one is different. Skizu, known as Puppy M. Now, Puppy M is what we all see in Summon. Every personality is different. When you see Puppy M, you think of him as a funny little guy. You see him as funny as you can see him. But he's adorable. That's what we see in Sungmin. His personality goes to Puppy M. Savage, little bit sassy, like, oh, I don't want to leave. I don't want to go. I want to stay here. Yeah, you should see that. It shows on the fan meets. That's what he does. Puppy M is one of those beautiful little skizus that don't want to be staying here. Finally, and I'm going to say this finally, the last but not least, is our Maknae. Ian. Ian, Ian, of course, is gonna be our last person. But I gotta say one more thing too. Sungmin has an older sister, which I won't name her in this. I only named the sister or brother for the other one, which I shouldn't have, but that's okay. So yeah. So this is Ian. He has that beautiful smile and that he has that beautiful bright face of his. I love it. So this is Ian, guys, the maknae. He is also the only member that is born on a winter. So here we go. Ian is born in February 15th, 2000. So you wonder why we call him the youngest, because he's the youngest of the group. He's like the baby of the group, but he's like a little kid you have to keep making sure to take care of. His personality, I could say his personalities are very, very much of he's like a adorable little fluffy pillow that you want to squish all day. He does get savage too, but he also has that he has that fashion sense as well, which we all see it. Look at that. And just like that, this one knows how to dress himself very well. Did you know that Ian is with Bang Chan as the roommate? That's why I have it on my last video about this, is that Ian was my pick. I was like, oh, I didn't pick Ian, but I did. But when his picture showed up, I was like, oh, he's in this. So yeah, Ian is very, very clever. He's very sneaky like a fox, and he's truly amazing. Now, to be on the safe side and to be truthful, I don't want to believe it, but Ian has been known to look like someone. He has a look-alike, okay? Ian looks like Moonbin. I do somewhat see it, but Ian is Ian. He's himself. So yeah. And the reason for that is because of the facial looks and everything else. Anyways, I see that he has grown to love everybody too. And sometimes he gets annoyed with you. The only person that he likes is Felix, and let him do whatever he wants is Felix, because Felix allows her to do whatever he wants and touch his hair, whatever. Yeah. So he has 3 brothers. One is the oldest, one is the youngest, and he's the middle child, I think. He's the middle child. He is responsible at home when he's responsible at home when he's not around anywhere. So yeah, basically that. Now Foxy Aini. Foxy Aini is another one. The reason why he chose that name is because he does, just like Bang Chan, his eyes is also closed. And he smiles. And he represents a fox. Now, the reason for that is that because, like I said, the personality matters, his personality is very different. He does sneeze like a fox. He laughs. And he even smiles and acts like a savage when he needs to. But yeah, we all adore him, right? Other than that, though, this is why you might want to take a good look at who you like. Because look at this. Ian is a good person to look at, too. When you see this guy, you see a whole lot of smiles and happiness towards how he is. And basically how he levels himself up to be.